Hey guys, welcome to tutorial number 12, and today what we're going to cover is going to be a map view on the back layer of the bus route screen backdrop. So I'm going to do a quick recap of what we have done before we dive into the coding for this screen. And if you remember, we had covered the taxi screen, in which we can see the nearby bus, taxi and taxi stands, and then we also cover the navigation drawer. Okay, then after that we have our bus stop screen, in which we have our front layer in the map view, and we can see our nearby buses. And then we have our list of bus stop with all the bus service number that you can take at that particular bus stop, with the bus stop code and bus stop description. So if I click into it, it's going to show you the arriving estimated time of all the bus services at that particular bus stop. And then we can see the load condition, the type of bus, the wheelchair accessible or not, and then we can even add them to the favorite screen. So you click on this, it will bring you to a bus route screen, and then you will have a front layer and back layer. So today we are going to handle the back layer, in which we want to show map view to indicate what are the bus stops that this bus has already go through, and where is the location of the bus right now, and then what are the bus stops that it will go through, and where is the bus destination. Okay, so if you come back here, we also have a bus services screen to show the bus services nearby, and then the back layer is going to be a list of bus services in which the start at the end and the end of the bus services are being shown. So when you click this, nothing is going to happen because we haven't covered that. In this tutorial, we are going to handle the bus route screen after the bus arrival screen. So in order to add the map view to the back layer of the bus route screen, we need to go to our web-based version of tutorial number 12, and to look at the first step, what we need to do. And of course, the first step is always to include the bus route map view into the bus route backdrop layout.py. So we will close this, and then we copy this, and then we come to our bus route folder, bus route backdrop, and we include it here. You need to include it here in order to use it at the back layer of the backdrop. Otherwise, it's going to throw you an error. And the next thing that we want to do is, under the change screen function, if the screen name is equal to bus route screen, we want to include this code. So if the screen name is equal to bus route screen, this is what we want to have. We will first try to remove any bus route map view that is currently at the bus route screen back layer. So after we remove that, we are going to instantiate the bus route map view class, and then add it to the bus route backdrop back layer. This makes sure that our map view is always the latest one, updated one, because we first remove it and then we add the new one into it. Okay, so we also want the map view to center on the current latitude and longitude depending on your GPS location. Of course, you want to create a bus route map view object. We declare it as an object at the top of the class main app, and then in the bus route folder, you need to create a bus route mapview.py. So bus route folder, let's create a bus route mapview.py, and then copy all this. So the step is very similar to what we have done for the bus stop map view as well as bus service map view. So I'm kind of like repeating over here, but then the information that we pass into the map view is going to be different. So you can see that here what we are trying to get from the main.py app.get running app is this route bus stop data and this route bus service data. So what is this route bus stop data and this route bus service data? So in our later on we will create a function. Not create a function. Actually, we already have the function which is called load bus route. For the moment, load bus route, what it actually does is just bring us to the bus route screen. But before we are being brought to the bus route screen, we want to do something, which is we want to get the bus route data, okay, and also we want to get the bus services data, because you need to have the bus route data in order to display the this bus route, and then you also need to have the bus service data in order to display the bus service. So there are something that we need to do before we are able to display this map view screen here. So as you click on the bus arrival banner and the bus arrival screen, it's going to call this function, and then we need to do something in between here before we change screen to bus route screen. And that do something is going to create this route, that means current route, bus stop data, and as well as bus service data, and then that data will be retrieved into the bus route map view so that we can do something here. We haven't actually defined what we are going to do here, but for your information, this is a kind of I put a comment here to show you that what are the data that we are expecting. We are expecting to pass a bus route bus stop data, which looks something like this. Okay, is a lot of lists inside a bigger list. So list within a list. Okay, so this list, this is one list, this is second list, it is third list. So you can see that for each list, the bus service number is the same. The only difference is that their bus stop number, stop sequence is going to be different. This is stop sequence number 1, stop sequence number 2, and stop sequence number 3. So we are going to have a lot of stop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, blah blah blah. We are going to have a lot of this data with the same bus service number, so that we can create this the bus route. In fact, the bus route is a collection of bus stop. Okay, and if you remember that, if you go to LTA data more, if you click on data more, dynamic data set, API documentation. So if you search for bus route section 2.3, this is information that you will get from bus route. But notice that we don't have the latitude and longitude information. How are we going to display the bus route onto the bus route map view? This is something that we need to handle in the load bus route function, because we are going to map it against section 2.4, which is a bus stop. We have the bus stop code here, so we know the code. But to know the latitude and longitude of the code and also the description, we need to refer to section 2.4. So for all the bus route data, we are going to map against the section 2.4 to get the latitude and longitude as well as description, in order to be able to display our bus route on this bus route map view. Okay, so we go back to our code, and then one more data that we need to get from the main.py is called bus service data. Same for your information. Bus service data doesn't have the latitude and longitude as well, but we do have the bus stop code, and that's why we also need to map to the section 2.4 to get the actual location. Okay, so let's the first thing that we want to do is to check this particular bus, which bus stop is going to arrive next. So for bus stop in this bus route bus stop data, excuse me. So for bus stop in this route bus stop data, okay, for each list, we are going to check position number 15, which is the last one. Is it yes or no? If yes, then the stop sequence is going to be equal to bus stop 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Later I'm going to show you how we create this yes and no. Basically what we are saying here is, if your last value is yes, that means this bus stop number sequence is going to be the bus stop that we are going to arrive next. Okay, so for the bus stop in this bus stop, this route bus stop data, again we are checking if the number, the bus stop sequence is less than this value or more than this value. If it's less than this value, is less than the bus stop that you are going to arrive, which means we already passed through that bus stop. Therefore we will append a string called pass. Okay, then we will add this bus stop to the map view. We call this function called add bus route. Otherwise, if your bus stop sequence is more than the sequence of the bus stop that we are going to arrive, that means we haven't arrived at that bus stop yet. So we will put an ahead. We will append a string of ahead to this list. Okay, and also at the same time we create this bus route onto the map view. So to create the bus route onto the map view is simple. We will try to get the latitude and longitude, which is this one and this one of that particular bus stop. Okay, then we will check if the last one, so just now we append pass or ahead into the list for each one. If pass, then we will create a marker, bus route marker pass. There are two types of marker. One is called pass marker, the other one is called ahead marker. So later we will create a bus route marker.py. Inside it we will have two classes. These two classes, the main difference is they will be using different types of image. The pass is going to use the image like this, a black dot, and then the ahead is going to use an image like a white dot. Okay, but both of them are going to serve the same function as a marker. Okay, so here we also call a function called add bus service, in which we add this route bus service data. So we are going to pass this route bus service data to this function to create a bus service marker like this to show the location of the bus service on the map. Okay, so well, I'm explaining without showing you first how we get this data, but I did actually show you these are data that we are going to get to here from these two variables. So I hope you can understand that. Later on I'm going to show you how we can create this data in the main.py so that it can be passed to here, and then we do this operation. Okay. Of course, to create a bus route map view, you also need to have a KV file. paste it. So as the user change the latitude and longitude of the map view, it's going to call this function accept route data, which is this one, and then it will try to get this route bus stop data and bus service data from the main.py. Okay. And then of course we need to create a bus route marker.py to show the marker. Oops. So you're going to have two classes here, bus route marker ahead and pass. This is for the bus stop that you have already passed through, and then the icon is going to be a black dot. And then this is going to be the bus stop that you are going to reach. Okay, you're going to you're going to reach, and therefore the icon is going to be a white dot. You can define your own image. For this, I just giving you an example of how you can do that. Okay, next thing that we want to do is to create a bus route pop-up menu.py, so that when you click on the marker, right, it's going to pop up the details of the bus stop. Okay, so we save it. So this marker has got the header. Okay, and then you will set attribute of all the value to against this header. And then of course in our dialog, right, kivymd.uix.dialog, if you're using my version of kivymd from my GitHub page, you already have this in your kivymd. So we have a class called bus route md dialog inside of a kivymd.uix.dialog with this information. And then also in our kivymd.uix.dialog, it's going to build builder.load string. It's going to build this, and then we have md dialog. So md dialog, inside there are a lot of theme boxes, and the value of these theme boxes are going to refer to this class. So this class will store the value from here, in which we set the attribute value to this attribute name. So under the main.py, of course, we want to import the Bus Route Mapview class, otherwise we could not use it. Let's put it here. Oops. Here. Okay. And then in the main.py, under the load bus route function, this is where we are going to create the data that we need in the Bus Route Mapview. So what I'm going to do, let me copy this. Paste. Okay, let's see. So this one need to be same level as the other function. Okay, so now I'm going to explain what is going to happen here. So as you click on the bus arrival banner, it's going to call the function load bus route, and then it's going to pass the bus route data to the load bus route. So we are going to receive the bus route data. Okay, the bus route data looks something like this. Okay, it's an object, and then you have the key of bus stop code, bus arrival data. Okay, so if this one, so it's going to look like this. So we will check if bus route data, key bus arrival data, has got something, or is it a NA? If NA, then we are not going to display anything on the map view. But if there is something like this, then we are going to do something. Okay. I'm trying to put a summary of what I'm trying to do here above the functions. So we need the route data from the total bus route. Okay, and then we need the route data from the total bus route. It's not going to give you description of the bus stop. It's not going to give you latitude and longitude of the bus stop. So, but then we have this bus stop code. With this, we can map against section 2.4. Okay, that's why we also need the total bus stop. Okay, this will allow us to create a route or bus stop marker on the map view. So we also need the bus service data from the total bus services. Okay, this will allow us to create a bus service marker on the map view. So these are the three total data that we need to get. We can get the total bus stop data, we can get the total bus route data, and then we can also get the total bus services data. Okay, these three are already available when the app is started with this bus stop query, bus route query, and bus services query. Okay, and then we will check what is the maybe if I can run it. Okay, bus. So let's come to the bus arrival screen. So now you can see that this bus stop has got these bus services. If I click on this, for example, 111, I want to see the bus route or bus service 111. Okay, so that's why I need to check what is the service number that I'm trying to see. So this route service number is going to equal to bus route data, okay, key bus driver data, and then service number. Okay, this is the bus service number that I'm looking for. And then what is the origin? Where this bus actually started? We can check that by bus route data, and then bus driver data, and then we check next bus, and then we check the origin code. So So we know that this bus actually started with this 111, for example, started with this bus stop. And then we will check. Some bus has got two direction 1 of direction 2. So we need to check this bus is going to direction 1 or direction 2. To do that, let's first define assuming that the direction is 1. And then we check the route data in the total route data. Okay, and we check if the route data 0 is referring to service number, is equal to this route service number, and the route data 4 0 1 2 3 4. We check the bus stop code is equal to this route origin, and then we also check the bus route data 3, which is route data 3 0 1 2 3. We check the stop sequence, is it equal to 1? Okay, 1 means the starting. Okay, so if that is the case, then we can confirm that this route direction is equal to route data 2. Okay, we check the service number, we check the origin, and then we check the stop sequence. Okay, these three things we want to check. If checking these three things, we can confirm that this route direction is equal to route data 2. 2 is referring to the 0 1 to the direction. Okay, so after confirming whether this bus service 111 is going to direction 1 or 2, the next thing is we can make use of this route direction that we confirm here to check again in the total route data if the route data 0 is equal to this route service number, and then the route data 2 route data 2 0 1 2 is equal to this route direction, and then we want to append all the route data which the direction, assuming you confirm that the route direction now is route 2. Okay, then we want to append all the route data, total route data, which the direction is 2 and then service number is 111. Okay, we want to append all those data which the service number is 111 and then direction is 2. So we get the whole list, the full list of bus route, okay, in this direction. Okay, then we create a new list. Okay, for the data for all bus stop in this route bus stop data, we will convert them to a list because they are actually tuple. So, and then we will check against for bus stop in the total bus stop. If the code is same, then we will append their description, latitude and longitude. As I mentioned just now, in the bus route data, we don't have the description of the bus stop. We don't have the bus stop latitude and longitude. That's why we need to map against section 2.4. So one more thing we need to check if data list 4 is equal to bus route data bus stop code. Okay, we will check if 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We will check the bus stop code in the bus route. Is it equal to our bus route data, which is this one, the bus route data, where we pass it here from the bus arrival data. We will check if the bus route data is equal to this bus stop code. Okay, we know that all these buses are going to arrive at this bus stop. Okay, if they are equal, then we are going to put something called yes. This yes or no is going to be used at the Bus Route Mapview. Here we will check if the bus is arriving at this bus stop or not, and then we will use that bus stop code as a stop sequence. Okay, and one more thing we need to do is for the bus service data, so that we can display our bus service on the map view. So we will check for each bus service in the total bus service. Okay, we will check if their service number is equal to this route service number, and then their service direction is equal to this route direction. If yes, then we will append the latitude and longitude of that particular bus. Okay, and then we are going to set this route service data and then this route bus stop data new to these two variables. Okay, these two variables we will be defining here initially. So I think that is the next thing that we want to do. We define it here so that our map view can actually refer to these two values inside the map view and then use it here. Okay, so now you see the whole link of creating the data in the load bus route function and then pass it to the top so that we can use it at the map view. Okay, one more thing that we want to do is that we want to change the title to route of the service number arriving at which bus stop, to show the user, okay, this is the route of this bus service arriving at this bus stop. Okay. So the next thing is as we are navigating away from the bus route screen, we want to clear. Of course, we want to clear this. Otherwise, the load bus route. Otherwise, it's going to store the old bus route data, and then your map view is going to look weird. So we're going to put this at the change screen function. Save it. And then lastly, we want to create a bus route GPS helper.py under the bus route folder, just like other map view. And then copy it. I believe I don't need to explain to you again why we need this, but just quickly go through that. We need this to get a permission of GPS from your phone, and then we need this to update our blinker position on your device. And then we also need this to center your map view, and then to update the latitude and longitude, the current lat and long on your man.py. Okay, and then this one is also going to pop up a dialog to tell you that if you didn't turn on your GPS. Okay, and of course we need to import it to use it at the man.py. Save it. So I think we are done. So let's run it. Before that, we need to close this. Run it. Bus arrival screen. Then as you click on this one, for example, boom. Now this is our back layer. We have a map view, and then we have the route of the bus. Okay, white color are the bus stop that we are going to arrive. Black color are the bus stop that the bus has gone through. Then you have the bus detail. This direction is 1, for example, bus service number, and then you have the bus stop. If you click on it, it's going to show you the bus routing detail. So this bus stop is this Crescent Girls School, and then the stop sequence is 44. Okay, yeah, it's going to show you the stop sequence of each dot if you click on it. So from here you can actually see the routing of the bus. Okay, I hope this is a good tutorial for you, and in the next tutorial what we are going to cover is the front layer of the bus route screen, in which we are going to list out this bus route in a list view for better viewing by the user. And then we are going to put the bus service number here, and then the starting and the end of the bus, that particular bus service. Okay, and yeah, that's all for today. I hope you like the video. Recommend it to your friend if you like it, and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again in the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.